Okay, welcome everyone. First, let me check to see whether you can hear me. Raise your thumbs if you can hear me well. Wonderful, thank you. All right, so, it's really exciting for me to, every time when I start the I Ching Jing, I Ching Jing, for me, it's a special journey. Because the other time because I'm practicing other exercise, I may pause a little bit. But each time when I start the I Ching Jing again, I'm practicing with everybody else the same time, the same time with everybody else. So for me, it's like I'm progressing together with you. Like starting, we plan to start on. Let me see the date. I got the date. September 23rd. So it's coming soon in the next week. Okay. So someone has done it before, some new. So I'd like to spend a little bit of time to introduce the background of I Ching Jing. Well, anyone who is interested with Kung Fu movie, must be not strange to a place called Shaolin Temple. Shaolin Temple, not Shaolin Temple, right? Monastery, Shaolin Monastery. That temple is famous for the warrior monk. I think they still arrange like world tour. They call it Wheel of Life, demonstrating amazing martial arts show, including the meditations and the philosophies of martial arts and Buddhism. Well, actually, 1,000 years in Shaolin Temple, 1,000 years ago in Shaolin Temple, the monks were not like that. Yeah, they were sickly, because at that time, Buddhism was already very popular in China. One of the mainstream of Buddhism is called a Pure Land sect, or section. They really good with enlightenment, with spiritualities, but they don't bother of taking care of the body. In my interpretation, they think body is a smelly corpse. We don't need to take care of it. We just need to have that enlightenment. Of course, they're very good at that. But meanwhile, a lot of enlightened masters, monks, including some followers, they're so insightful, but meanwhile they are quite disabled physically. Someone is even like cripped. They cannot move with the legs. Yeah, so it's like there's a disconnection of body, mind, spirit. There's cohesions. Then at that time, there's a big Buddhist monk, actually he's also a king from India, called Bodhidharma. Yeah, in Chinese, we say Damo. He went to China, spreading his Zen Buddhism. And now he's like founding master of Zen Buddhism in China. Now, of course, in Japan, as well as around the world, Zen Buddhism is very popular among the Buddhist teachings. And he was the founding master from China. Then China spread to Japan and as well as all over the world. So that is that part of teaching. Zen Buddhism, they catch the moment of enlightenment. Then you could flip of enlightenment in 1 second. Like they use Quan. The Quan is like some sort of contradictory of something that you don't think in a normal way. For example, they say, Oh, what is the sound with one hand clapping? Oh, what's that? By thinking of this, then it opens some different dimensions of the way you view the world. Because we're so used to our normal, so-called standard or normal ways of looking at this world, thinking that it's supposed to be. Because we say seeing is believing, right? You see this, you believe, but not necessarily. Seeing, believing, but is it really true? We don't know. Like say for example, we see the sky blue. Is the sky really blue? Not necessarily. It changes all the time. So it's not the sky is blue. It's all these interactions give us good feedback of we think it is the blue color, right? Anyway, so we're not teaching Zen Buddhism. Then the other thing is when he's teaching there, then he finds all these monks are very weak. You know, he himself is embodying body, martial arts, and meditations. Like there's a famous story, you know, maybe it's a myth that because he is alone, he is a foreigner, but he carries his cloak that is very precious. So some robbers want to rob him. He doesn't want to fight with it. He just run until the Yellow River. He stopped. The robbers behind him. He has to jump into the river. He's jumping into the river. On the road, when he runs to the river, he got a few leaves from the trees. He throw a leaf, jumping from this leaf to the other one, then another one. So he's just on the river, he's jumping through the leaves to cross the river. The robbers, seeing them, stunned. Actually, several of them following him. In a few years later, they become his disciple, right? Well, legendary story. So when he went to China, especially went to Shaolin Temple, he find this. Then he began to teach them. In a very short time, this monk's body is transformed. Weakly body, disabled body become to be able to perform much better. Actually, this gives them the chance of clear mind as well. They find the meditation is much more clear. Then, of course, this group keep going. That's the main track of Zen Buddhism. Then another track, they're very interested in all this kind of different body postures, body movement, together with breathing and meditations. Then they develop more. And that they develop in the end 72 special skills. Sword skill, they use stick skills, broom, they can use broom, stick, broom, even they use stool. Like my master, when I was with him, he used chopsticks. He used ropes, taking this as a weapon. He can take a rope, and the rope is very floppy, soft. He just project the chi, then the rope becomes to be straightened, like you put some air into a balloon. They straighten up. Then he used that rope, step on the watermelon, go through, right? And I learned some chopsticks because we don't have too much weapons, knives, even broad knives. Don't even have that. So it teaches how to use the brooms, whatever. Anyway, so among all these 70 skills, one fundamental one, actually, is very essential, very important one that laid the background, the base for all the others, is this one called Yi Jing Jing. Yeah, Yi Jing Jing. That's why it's so well. Like every time I practice, I have new discoveries of myself, and the classical, because they thousand years of time proven, very efficient, and grounding, insightful, making your body strong. What is Yi Jing Jing? You heard about I Ching, right? I Ching, the book of change. Actually, it's I Ching, these two words. Middle one is a bit different. So I Ching means the classic of change, Jing. Jing means sinew. Of course, this is just word. More meaning is that your body structures, your sinew, your tendon, your muscle, your blood vessels. So all what we have, we cover the skin underneath. We have muscles, we have bones, bone marrow, and they are all connected with fascias. So you reach to some levels of fascia, make your body really resilient and flexible. So, I Ching Jing, if we put it simple, is classic exercises to transform your body and mind. Yeah, because once your body is strengthened, we have exercise to bring awareness to different energy channels, bring awareness to different organs. Because every organ is like a small kingdom, right? They have their own rich zones of emotions, of health benefits when you are doing well. And meanwhile, they are supposed to work together. If both are strong and they don't work together, this organization suffers. And I Ching Jing helps to hold them together as one team as well, right? Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We start in September 23rd. The structure is like this. We still have someone they don't know. They think it's like live class. Not necessarily, yeah. We videoed this, the main teaching part. We spend a lot of time, yeah. And when I'm teaching that, one thing I try to avoid is that I don't want to have a script reading. I have the real live class when I'm filming my class, because I want to have my teaching spirit in every second when they compose, when they edit, which we find is very beautiful because they still feel good energy of flow there. So every Saturday we're going to have a video. Actually, it's released like on Friday, so you can access on late Friday or Saturday. It's good that you arrange the time. You watch and learn. Long ones, 1 hour or 50 minutes. Some short ones as you go on, 25 minutes. So when we need to get long, we get long. Yeah, when we don't need to get long, we keep it short. So every week on Saturday is the teaching day. You watch the video. And once you watch this finish, it's kept there. We drip, yeah. From 23rd, that Saturday, then next Saturday we'll have another one coming. Then all the previous ones are kept there for the whole year, for you to review, okay, for you to review. Then I will send newsletters every Friday, also just remind you that Saturday we're going to teach. Meanwhile, if I notice that there's something I need to mention, I need to bring you more awareness into some part. There's some people, they have some questions that we need to share with everyone. Then we send you a newsletter, or we put it on every day, Saturday or Sunday's video. That part, we go there, you see announcement about next Q&A webinar, like this, the Zoom. This is the way you keep on going, yeah. Then after Saturday, then Sunday to the following Friday, every day we have an exercise, about half an hour. 15 minutes, movement, stretching, changing the tendon, changing the fascia, working with the meridians. Then we have a special breathing we call the Xi breathing. The Xi breathing make you breathing more aware to yourself. You know, we're breathing every day, all the time, yeah. But what is the breathing like? When you are not breathing, when you are breathing, do you have a chance to be aware of your conditions? That is what Xi breathing brings us. So this Xi breathing are following every time. And also we go with every different movement too. some movement is working more favorable to lung. We keep breathing, we bring more awareness to the lung as a unit as we move on. Yeah. Until the last day, last week, on 14th week, we put together on December 29th, we put every week's practice together to form a bigger piece. Like we have 12 of them. Now we break down for each week. Then we have all this practice as in one. Practice together take you 40-50 minutes. Yeah, you can download it and you can keep it forever for yourself. So this is how it is structured. Yeah, we do have a lot of people, they really love it. They repeat again and again and again. Yeah, I have done this for about 7 years. Yeah, we have 1,000 people get the benefit. Yeah, more strong, more benefit with awareness, more peaceful grounding from all aspects. Yeah, from all aspects. All right, so I think it's for introduction in a general way. So much for now. Now I want to answer some questions. Let me see, is anyone writing something? Oh, Phil's here. Thank you, so good to connect with you again. Me too. How's everything going? Thank you. How do people who had taken this course before sign up a discounted price? Okay, for discounted price for the repeat students, because we have all the name list here. Actually, we send the email already, but it's a massive email because we send for a few thousand people who has taken. You might missed. So Phil, the same way you write a letter to the robert.qigong.com and mention this, I will send you discount for the repeat student. Okay? Wonderful. Any other questions?
Hi, Robert.
Yeah.
My name is David Miller. I was wondering, do you know, I have a friend who had an accident here on the West Coast, and she's in some challenging health right now. I wanted to see if you know of any Qigong masters in San Diego, LA they could heal her potentially.
Well, in LA, I don't know anybody from my mind, but I know my good friend. He's in Santa Fe, I think, called Minton Gu. He's running. Actually, he has his retreat center over there, so you can check whether he has any people or he himself can work on it. You just search Master Ming Tonggu, MINGTONG, Ming Tong Gu. Should be easy to find him. Yeah, he's on the West Coast.
Oh, thank you very much.
No problem. So, Colleen, what time does the session start on Saturday, September 23rd? Well, there's no starting time. As I said, it's the video. It's the video. We drifted. Yeah, the video release on Friday night, late night. So on Saturday, it's available. Some people cannot do on Saturday. You can do Sunday or any time. Yeah. Actually, that's come up another question. Quite a lot of common question is like, what if I miss one day? You miss Saturday? No problem. You can do Sunday, right? You can do it because it's there. It's there for you to watch. But what if like you did week 1, week 2, week 3, then on week 5, something happened or you travel and you cannot make week 5. What are you going to do? When you come back on week 6, shall we compensate week 5 and then do week 6 again, week 6? The answer is no. You don't necessarily need to compensate first, to make it up, to go with the next one. So suppose you miss week 5 and come back on week 6. Join week 6. Keep going. If you have more time, you say, I want to start in week 5, you can bounce back, but try to follow the marching team together. Yeah. First, this every week's, yeah, it's not, it is building up on each other, but that it doesn't interfere you if you don't do week 5. You still, it doesn't, then you do week 6. It doesn't bother you. Yeah. Like if you miss week 5, you can still do week 6. You understand. The only one thing, very, very important, is week 1. If you miss week 1, you come, all of a sudden you have to go and you come, we already do week 3. So make sure you do week 1 first. Then when you finish week 1, week 4, you jump to week 4. That's okay. Okay? So week 1 is fundamental, is essential, because week 1 is teaching all the breathings that we're going to apply in each individual practices. So week 1 is the most essential part. On the way, if you miss one, skip it, join as we go on. Yeah, because when we are moving on, that's why I said I'm excited, I'm happy, because I'm practicing together with everybody too. I'm watching this team energy escorting the chi of this team. All right. So it's good that you join the team rather than always lag behind. You have plenty of time afterwards, after 14 weeks. You say, oh, I still miss week 5. You can still do it, come back. The material, the full teaching is there. Yeah, does it make sense? Good. So if you miss it, no problem. So next one. Josephine, might we have opportunity to practice live online with you at any point? Yeah, that's what we explained. Yeah, it's not live. Yeah, I have to say, like this kind of, we can interact right away. The live one is happening with Q&A or Insight. I send, like, maybe we practice Saturday. After 1 or 2 weeks, I'm going to send you a newsletter with announcement, say, or in 2 days or in next week, Saturday or Sunday, what time we do live Q&A, just for the groups that we are practicing for this group. Yeah. So I'll keep you posted. If you don't get the letter, make sure you go to that week's video, because I know when we send the newsletters, some are missing, even go to the junk, or you didn't succeed sending it at all. But if you go to that practice page, you watch video on top, if I have announcement, I always put it there. So make sure that you can get it if you don't get the letter. Okay? All right. Thank you. Any other questions? We're good? All right. Yeah. Because I know it's quite clear. There's a lot of self-explanation. So just know that Saturday 23rd is the beginning day. If you don't have any special, watch the TV, practice. When you are watching TV, one thing very actually quite important, I have to say, because it's good that you make your time exclusive. It's about 50 minutes, 60 minutes. You make yourself, suppose you're in the classroom. Yeah, so put away the phones and everything. Dive in. Because when I'm teaching, we have energy too. We have energy. So you go one together, get into that, learn it. Then every day you can watch and practice. Then you are in the same rhythm of the whole energy, cosmic energy will hold together. All right. Okay, so yeah, we don't need to extend too long if we are clear. And I'm very happy to see all of you and wish you have a wonderful journey together and good chi. Good chi. Thank you. I'm going to record this. I'm going to put this on my website if you want to watch it again. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
Thank you.